My name is Melinda Harris, and I am the Open Data Specialist for the City of Chattanooga in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am working for the Director of Performance Management and Open Data, as well as most of my salary is actually supplied by the library. Well, I actually first came to work for the City of Chattanooga with the police department as their senior crime analyst, and was there for 6 years. That is coming from a private industry as a DBA. So it was exciting to be able to work with the police department and help them out. As the Director of Performance Management saw what I was able to do with the police data, he wanted to bring me on board so that we could expand this and pull it into all the departments within the city. Coming on board, there are a lot of departments that are very reluctant to release their data. They want to keep a tight hold on their data. They want to make sure that it's not going anywhere it shouldn't go. So I came on board and I've been able to really bridge that gap. I am pushing more for the internal dashboards, getting the departments comfortable with releasing their data. And as they get more comfortable and realize that these dashboards are helping them define their department and their goals, then we can push more towards the open data side of the platform. Well, I think the Socrata platform is wonderful. Being able for a department director to have a single look and see everything that they need to know in regards to their department is wonderful. If the mayor has a question, boom, you answer your question just like that because the data's there waiting on you. We're using Safe FME as our ETL tool. We have been able to seamlessly connect to almost any database, data set that exists within our city. It doesn't matter what department they're with. He has been able to seamlessly pull that data, auto-extract it, we're transforming it, and we're loading it straight into the Socrata platform. Well, I know there are several departments that are very appreciative because we're using the Socrata platform not only to feed these goal tiles that are made available to the public, but we're going to use those to feed into our monthly Chattanooga. They're the metrics that are given to the mayor once a month. So as we automate this process for them, they're only going to have to do one set of data, or we can do an auto extract of one set of data. And it not only feeds our goal tiles, but it feeds into the Chattanooga, as well as we are now saying that it's going to feed into your BFO offers, which is our budget for outcomes. So some of the department managers are extremely excited about that. Coming from where I came from, we had to deal with the press quite a bit in regards to the police data. And if they went to different people, sometimes they would get different answers. One huge benefit about Socrata is you're getting one set of data, it never changes, and it's always there, and it's the truth. So it's real, truthful data that is being sent out to the media. I have some statistics upstairs of where we were from using our first year versus this second year using the platform. And I can tell you that it's almost tenfold in regards to data sets being published, data sets being downloaded, as well as the views. Our views are just tenfold. It's unbelievable how the citizens are coming on board. They're taking a look at it. We actually host hack nights when we're releasing new data sets, and so we have some hackers that come in and they download the data and they start playing with it and seeing what they can come up with. It's becoming a very big, knowledgeable thing within the city. It's very empowering to the mayor. He knows the data before the media is going to present it to him, as well as our citizens know the data, and they're not having to go through open records requests to get that information. It's being published. I think that if you can get the champions in place, which for us it was our police chief, and now I have our fire chief on board, having the mayor back you up and saying, we want to run this city using data-driven technology. We want to make additional resources available. We want to drive where we're going to work in the city based on the data that's provided. And as you have those champions push it forward, we're set to move. When you look at it, the work that I did with the police data has allowed them to do resource allocation of their patrols. Using the data, you use your crime data, you use your traffic data, and you can actually perform DDACTS, which is data-driven approaches to traffic safety. And we've been able to lower traffic crashes as well as lower crime in those areas. We also were able to do some predictive analytics using the data, and we had officers on scene for shootings and major events within seconds instead of within minutes. I think the first steps that you need to do, first you need to get Socrata on board. Secondly, you need to have those champions in place that are saying we want to run the city using data-driven technology. The third biggest key for us is making sure that you have an IT department that is on board. Getting that data access and knowing exactly where all of the data is located is crucial so that you can pull every data set that exists within the city into one platform. Well, I know that for Chattanooga, I would like to see all of the departments, as we're slowly going through them, having all of their data in the one location on the dashboards, available to internal as well as to our citizens, so that everyone can find any question that they might have through the one source. So that is my goal. It's a huge goal, because there are so many different departments, and you take what the citizens have requested through open records requests, and you go and you figure out, how do we get this data? How do we push it out? And sometimes trying to find the data is the hardest part. I wholeheartedly believe in running a data-driven department, whether it be private industry or through government industry. It needs to be run strictly through your data, because that's the only way you can measure, and measuring is the only way you can improve. The public library has housed with the city. It's part of the city, but they are running the open side of the platform to release to the citizens, so that citizens can come into the library and just automatically look for the data, and it's available, just like it's a reference book. And so I really report to the library director as well as our performance management director, getting the information out there. We haven't done the library side of things. We are actually reaching out to neighborhood associations and going to meetings and doing demonstrations of the platform. Here's the platform, here's the data. Let us show you how you can use it to look up the information you're looking for in regards to crime, in regards to traffic, in regards to fire, economic development, blighted homes. Here is your one source. So we are presenting it to the neighborhood associations and doing roundtables with them on a regular basis. I absolutely love Socrata. I've worked with data for over 25 years, and the internal dashboard is an absolutely phenomenal product, and I'm a Socrata believer.